We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today, we got baseball. That's gonna be what it's gonna be for the next 70 something days till we get college football.
About to say like 2.5 months.
Yeah, but we do get a football game today. We do get the Calgary Stampeders and the Ottawa Red Blacks.
Oh, I thought we were talking real football.
But yeah, I mean, we get 10 baseball games, so it shouldn't be too long of a show today. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Overall, went 6-6-1, up 0.52 units. But it's gonna be the night of what could have been, kind of. Minnesota Twins -1, winner to start the day. St. Louis Cardinals first side run line, winner. Orioles money line, loser. Mets Yankees over 7.5. If that ball could have just been a couple feet further for Brandon Nimmo, it would have been a home run, and the game would have gone over.
Nope.
It finishes 4-3. Is what it is. Angels first 5 pushed. Washington and Houston first 5 under lost in the top of the 5th. First 5 under 4.5 was a winner in Philadelphia, Arizona. Oakland Athletics first 5 money line. They give up 3 runs in the top of the 5th, and I lose a +225. That hurt. Miami Marlins first 5 +0.5 was a winner. San Diego Padres first 5 -0.5 was a winner. San Diego Padres team total over 4.5 was a winner. Dodgers run line, they had a 2-run lead in the 7th inning, and that's all she wrote. They lose 8-4 because that bullpen absolutely imploded. So that was fun. So overall, 6-6-1, up 0.52 units yesterday, and 97, 70, and 10, up 17.69 units so far in the month of June. So still a very nice month of June so far, and I'm hoping to continue that into today.
Yeah, yesterday wasn't good, but June's been good. June, we're up 7.23 units, so I'm happy with that. Yesterday was down 1.94. Continue to have a really good WNBA season, Nick. I had the under in that Sparks-Dallas game, and that one was a no-doubter. That one was easy. I ended up finishing 79-81, so not even a single team reached 80 points. WNBA this year, 32-18 on the site, up 13.12 units. Overall in WNBA since we've started has been really good. I believe we're up 20 units now in WNBA. 210 and 175, and that is up 20.26 units in the WNBA. I got 3 of them already loaded up on the site, so you guys can go check that out. Baltimore, loser. Over in Mets game, loser. Angels, loser. Cincinnati Reds, winner, but that one was scary at the end when it shouldn't have been. Probably the easiest bet yesterday in baseball was the San Diego run line. 5-0 final. Oakland, loser. And the Arizona Diamondbacks ended up coming back and tying in the bottom of the 8th just to lose it in the extra innings. So that was kind of rough. It is what it is. It ended up being if we could have gotten that Arizona game that flipped the opposite way, it could have been profitable. It is what it is. Down 1.94 units. Hopefully we can turn around today with some WNBA, some MLB, and I know you have a CFL play.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat before we do anything. What's up, Fernando? Ottawa Blackjacks.
Ottawa Red Blacks.
Whatever. He likes Ottawa tonight, and Nick does not. Italy money line, Canada money line. Canada's not a real country. Let's get it. Good morning. Good morning, Abdua. Starboy. Good morning, Starboy. Mark, hello, morning, fam. Let's get it today. Let's get it. Dad's in the chat. Good morning, guys. Let's go Mets. Yes, let's go Mets after last night. That was fun. Morning. Sorry, y'all. I likely jinxed the A's last night. I bet them for the first time. All right, Crystal Craig's the scapegoat. All right, cool. We got one. No, it's okay. They won 7 games in a row. We bet them for like 3 or 4 of them, so we're up good money. So we could afford to lose one, and probably 2 today. Yeah, it's okay. At least the A's, at least first 5. No, they didn't.
No,
they didn't.
No, they choked. They absolutely choked it away. That was frustrating to watch.
It is what it is. All right, Nick, let's go ahead and start breaking down the slate. You got your fake football game, the Calgary Stampeders and the Ottawa Red Blacks. Calgary -6 and a hook with a total of 43.5.
Yeah, this line's moved. When I got in on this game a couple days ago, it was a 5. It's now 6.5. I still gave it out last night at 6.5. As long as it does not hit 7, I'm okay with it. I think this is a spot where Calgary wins by 7 to 10 points, maybe 13. The Ottawa is a team that I really don't trust this year yet. And when I do, I want them as a big dog on the road. Because last year when they covered, they were decent-sized dogs on the road. This year, and last year, they struggled at home a decent amount. They're kind of like Edmonton where they struggled at home. And you're getting not as good prices on them. And then this spot here, I think if this was in Calgary, we'd be seeing around 9, maybe 9.5 point favorites Calgary here. So I do like Calgary in this spot. I expect a bounce back from Jake Meyer in that offense, and I am not high on Nick Arbuckle in this Ottawa Red Blacks offense. We saw last week they struggled to put up points. I think that's going to be the case with them most of the year. If it was available on my book, Bet Online, I would like a team total for this game because I would take the team total under for the Red Blacks. But unfortunately, I cannot do that. So it's just the minus 6.5. Well, I got 5, but it's not 6.5 with the Stampeders.
Okay. There you go. There's your Canadian football game of the day. Who you got for the WNBA? We're going to go ahead and roll with some dogs. I got the Indiana Fever. And you saw Nick, did you see the spread on that Storm Aces game?
No, I haven't even looked at the slate yet. I cap it after the show.
Yeah, I grabbed the Storm plus 17.5. And then the over in the Atlanta game. So there you go. You ever see Mike and Mike in the morning on ESPN? Well, this is Earle and Earle in the morning. I like it. There you go. Under 43.5 by Mr. Terry Edelman.
I wish I could bet the Ottawa Red Blacks team total under. I think their offense is going to be very stagnant this year, and they're going to be more of a conservative team looking to run the football more and play defense. So
there you go. Well, speaking of Terry Edelman, we get to have this game to start it off.
Yeah, a game that I probably want nothing to do with because when I bet on these teams, they suck. When I bet against them, they're world beaters. That's beyond the point, though. Let's get into this game. We have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. We have the Cooch, Yusei Kikuchi, and Tyler Wells. Line opened up at -120 for the Orioles. It's now down to a 120. Line opened up at 9 -125. It's now a 9 -110. A 15-cent line movement towards the under and a 5-cent line movement towards the Blue Jays. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this game here. We have 60% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is coming on the Orioles. The line's moving towards Toronto.
Where are you seeing the line moving towards Toronto? What are you looking at?
The live odds page that I use on Bet Online. It opened 205 yesterday at -125. It did get up to -134.
Yeah, you confused me because you said -120, yet you typed in -130 here.
Oh, because probably when I typed it in, the line was different. It happened. Things called line movements happen. Yeah, because 10:24, the line was -130. So actually, since I typed in this line, it's moved 10 cents, Tim.
Okay. That's what confused me for a minute. Because
when I read the live odds page, it's the updated odds, not the odds I type on here. And then we have 45% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved towards the under here, which suggests they believe that Yusei Kikuchi is going to pitch well today. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. which I don't know how we're getting that because Kikuchi 5.65 ERA, 1.53 WHIP the last 30 days, 9.73 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 4.08 walks per nine, a 280 BABIP, a 7 FIP, and a 4.38 Sierra. And on the flip side, Tyler Wells has looked good. 3.34 ERA, 1.94 WHIP, 11.06 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%. 2.06 walks per nine, a 232 BABIP, a 373 FIP, and a 3.27 Sierra. Bullpen advantage is about split. I'll give it slightly to Baltimore here. The hitting advantage goes towards the Jays here. 121 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, which is second, compared to 116, which is fourth for the Orioles against lefties. So this is a spot where my X's and O's are telling me one thing. The line is telling me another thing. I hate both these teams, so I can say pass. Absolute pass here, and I'm thrilled to do it.
I would trust Kikuchi if this was in Toronto. Okay, Kikuchi's got some major home road splits where he's got a 3.56 ERA at home in 30 innings, so that's not terrible, and then a 5 ERA on the road. He did have a good pitching appearance his last time out on the road. It was against the Mets. I'm not hung up on it. And when it comes to it, I like this Tyler Wells kid. He's come up. He's been one of the more consistent arms for the Orioles. He's got a 2.49 ERA at home compared to a 4.26 on the road, so he's a lot better at home. He's had 3 solid starts in a row where he's allowed only 5 earned runs in his last 3 starts. And those are against Cleveland, San Fran, and Kansas City. Tyler Wells, I trust this Orioles team more, and I like backing the teams that are profitable this year. And right now, the Orioles are, I believe, the second most profitable team in baseball, behind a team that I've been backing almost every day as well, in the Arizona Diamondbacks. So I want to back the teams that are making me money right now. Orioles making me money. I like Baltimore in this matchup. I would have to run line it though at a -130 or whatever it is, so I can grab it like +160 on the run line. I'm going Orioles in this one.
I want nothing to do with this game. I don't want it on the site. I don't want to see it.
I'm not touching it. No. We could put the Blue Jays up on the site, Nick.
No.
Everyone and their mother is on Baltimore. Nick, what is the ticket numbers again?
It was 60% of the tickets, but only 53% of the cash. So the bigger bets coming in on Toronto here.
So that's everybody. Everybody's all over Baltimore.
All right, don't be mean.
Under. I don't mind an under for the early games. That's fine. Cooch, no thank you. Books are bigger Blue Jay fans than I am. I don't think so. No, I don't really think so.
The books definitely do want the Blue Jays today. The books definitely do want the Blue Jays today.
Ever so slightly. Blue Jays money line in the under. I could see the under in this game too. The thing is that you would have to trust Kikuchi not to get blown up.
I think that's what the market is telling you. The line's moving towards the under in the Blue Jays, especially and the money is coming in on the Blue Jays. I mean, that tells me Kikuchi pitched as well.
Especially after last game where Barrios went 8 innings and shut him down. You don't think Baltimore comes out strong? Yeah. Oh shoot, because I got you.
Well, they did that because I bet the Orioles yesterday.
I'm not on the Jays, but everybody is on Baltimore. Yeah, it's 60%?
Under Jays or nothing for me.
Under 5, first 5 Blue Jays game. I could see the under in that game. I don't hate that at all. Baltimore is playing. Oh, then Baltimore money line is. Yeah, I mean, when they're the second most profitable team in baseball, and I've been backing them almost every single day. Yeah, I can afford to lose a couple games to Baltimore. That's it. Oh my. Okay. Yes, I like Baltimore. Well, that's where we know where all the people are on, but okay. Twitter's full of a bunch of clowns. I mean, look at me. I'm on Twitter. Not one Jays money. That's fine.
I would be Jays money line or nothing. I would absolutely be Jays money line in the under, no matter like that. That would be the only places I can go in this game.
Well, we'll move off of that game because that's fine.
Yeah, that was probably that was my easiest pass of the day. Let's move on though. We need a little thing for this team. Look to ride the Rays. Minus 205 for the Rays though. Total of 8.5. Let's take a look at the way the line has moved here in this spot, and then we'll get into the money here. The winning streak snapped yesterday. It was sad. But line opened up at minus 208 today for the Rays. It's now minus 204, a 4-cent line movement towards the Oakland Athletics. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 115. It did touch 9 at one point. It's at 8.5 minus 127 now, so a 12-cent line movement towards the over in this game as well. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here. And this shouldn't surprise anybody. 12% of the tickets, 47% of the cash is on the Athletics. And 52% of the tickets, but 76% of the cash is on the under. And the line has moved towards the over, which tells me they think that somebody gets shelled today. And that's telling me that Tage Bradley is vulnerable. Bradley, 4.63 ERA, 1.50 whip, 11.19 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 3.86 walks per nine, a 365 BABIP, a 319 FIP, and a 3.84 SIERA. On the flip side, Paul Blackburn, 3.6 ERA, 1.33 whip, 8.4 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3 walks per nine, a 318 BABIP, a 327 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. The first 5 wizard here. Because obviously the bullpen advantage goes towards the Blue Jays. I'm reading the wrong game here. Tampa Bay Rays, 4.66 FIP and a 4.44 SIERA compared to a 5.28 FIP and a 4.91 bullpen SIERA for the Athletics. Hitting advantage does go towards the Rays here. 101 WRC plus versus righties, which is 17th, compared to 81, which is 26th. And in this spot here, I'm going to go back to it here. Oakland A's first 5. And this is more of a backing Paul Blackburn play than backing the Oakland A's play. Because for me, Paul Blackburn is somebody that I want to back every start. He has one of the best first 5 records the last couple of years. So, yeah, I'm back on the first 5 money line here.
One more ride. We've been on them for a couple games.
We've been cashing some pretty nice plus money.
Yeah, we've you know what? That's what I forgot to do yesterday is look up all of our how we've done with every team.
Oh yeah, I need to do that. Yeah.
But I'm gonna quickly let's see. Oakland Athletic. Oh no, that's not.
We're not profitable on the Athletics.
No, not at all. I just wanted to look up. Yeah, we've had Oakland on the site the last 5 days in a row. Plus 170 winner, plus 181 winner, 233 winner, 193 winner. We lost to 237 yesterday. I'm all right with because we look at that and that's 4-1 up a crap ton. That I will take every single day of the week. I want exactly how much are we exactly up on them. And I'm going to actually, as we go through the games, as you're talking about, I'm going to start going through each team and see how we're doing on each team. Maybe I might have a little bit of numbers by the end of the stream. Maybe even if it's just like NL or something. Yeah, last 5 days on the Oakland Athletics, 4-1 up 6.77 units, Nick. That is beautiful.
It is. I love when bad teams go on winning streaks.
Correct. I love when bad teams go on winning streaks because it normally means we're on them and cashing some big tickets. So, but let's keep riding. We can afford to lose a couple. We'll probably ride them out through the next series as well. Who do they got next?
I do not know. I haven't even looked.
They get Philly next at home. Boy. At home against Philly. So we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, we're going to keep riding Oakland.
Yeah.
You can go to the chat. I'm going to start up a new Google Docs and see how we do on each team.
Yeah, let's
and by the way, with each team, it's betting on their games, not on them or It's how we do betting their games.
Their games. Okay.
Their games.
You want to separate that by how we do betting on it or against them or not?
No, I just want to bet. I just want to know how we're betting on their games.
Where'd you leave off, by the way?
I don't remember. Hold on. The last one was Jace vs. 5. So Terry making fun of me, saying that I'm going to have Oakland on my card again.
Well, when they've been making us money lately, yes. I mean, we ride teams. Terry, think of Oakland right now as Jack Eichel assists and Jonathan Marchessault goal. If we're continuing to hit big plus money on all of them, we're going to keep riding it, even if it lost one game. There's a good comparison.
There you go.
Terry, how about this F Blue Jays? All right. Well, okay. We have some fighting words here.
Fight.
Athletics money line. I will never talk you off the Athletics as a big dog. Fernando, I had the first 5 yesterday, and they scored no runs, but the top of the 6. Yeah. LOL Markel. Blue Jays, Tampa Bay, Arizona, Texas, and the Nationals. I haven't bet any of. I'm on Oakland first 5, and I haven't gotten to any of the last 3 games yet. I want to see how the markets will move there. Supness from Lex. One last ride. A's first 5. As long as if it loses, then sure, one last ride. But yeah. Let's take a look. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Top of the morning to you, lad. Top of the morning. I kind of like the A's first 5 today. Didn't take them yesterday. I like the A's with Blackburn on the mound. He's somebody where I want to, and at the same time don't want to see him get traded. I want to see him get traded because I want to see him play for a better team. Yeah. I don't want to see him get traded because I still want plus 130, plus 150 to plus 250 to back him in the first 5 innings. So we fell one off yesterday. We keep riding one more time. Yeah. Would you take the Padres and the under and the Athletics money line? We're on the Athletics. We're gonna be taking a deeper dive into the Padres game soon. I actually have to switch the pitchers because it's Ryan Weathers, not you, Darvish. What is that? 3 for 3 for picking winner of championship. Chiefs, Nuggets, Knights. LOL. Do you have a realist? Who do you have realistically for the World Series this year? We have realistically for the World Series this year.
If I had to be realistic, who's stopping the Braves?
The only team I have bet from preseason is the Houston Astros. So I'm going to say Astros. I told you not to take them, Fernando. I'm more right than wrong, All right. Well, good job. You called the minus 270 favorite. I can't believe I lost.
They did cover a run line, though. So
yeah. Man. Nathan. Yeah. It was up 3-1 in the 4th. It was so frustrating. Nathan, any WNBA. A's first 3. I don't hate that look either. Nats aren't a good bet today. Also, morning boys. We will get into the Nationals in a little bit. I took the over in that game. That was a free pick video last night. My bad, Ian. Text morning. I ain't texting morning. All good. But I'm here. Stayed awake yesterday. Would have been 1-1-1, and so glad I stayed off. Yeah. Orioles in the over again. All right. Lex, handbag, under, first 5, Cubs and Pirates. All right. I want to stack off a $25 free bet. Hell yeah. Not to take what? I'm assuming the Athletics. We'll move on to the next matchup, though, where we have the Philadelphia Phillies minus 130 road favorites in Arizona. Total of 9 in this game. Let's get into the line movement here on this one. As we have, there it is, Nola and Nelson. Line opened up at minus 135 for the Phillies. It's down to a 129. So a 6-cent line movement towards the towards the Arizona Diamondbacks. Line opened up at a 9 minus 120. It did get up to a 9.5, and it went back down to a 9, and it's actually moved 7 cents since the opening line towards the under. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here, as we have 42% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is coming in on Arizona. The line has moved towards the Diamondbacks here. And then we have 57% of the tickets and 58% of the tickets, 52% of the cash on the over. The line has moved towards the under here. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. As we have Aaron Nola, 4.81 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, 10.3 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%. 2.75 walks per nine, a 237 BABIP, a 454 FIP, and a 3.62 SIERA. On the flip side, Ryan Nelson, 3.04 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 5.06 strikeouts per nine, which is only 14%. He walks off a lot of batters, 4.39, 2.59 BABIP, a 410 FIP, and a 6 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Philadelphia, 4.15 FIP, 3.87 SIERA compared to 4.31 and 3.86 for the Diamondbacks. Slight hitting advantage goes towards Arizona here, 104 WRC plus versus righties, which is 11th compared. And then for the Phillies, 100 WRC plus versus lefties, which is 18th. And looking at this spot for me, I really don't have too much of an interest in this game. It would probably be Diamondbacks if I had to get to anything. The market's saying Diamondbacks, a hitting advantage, and it goes to the Diamondbacks here. Maybe it would be a D-backs first 5 spot. I don't really trust Ryan Nelson, though. Ryan Nelson's numbers have not been very good. I think Aaron Nola definitely has the pitching advantage in this one here. So this is end up going to be a stay off for me. Only one play so far in the first 3 games, but I don't really have too much here.
Well, you probably know where I feel like the first 3 games we have teams that have just been backing constantly, with Baltimore, with Oakland, and with the most profitable team in baseball, the Arizona Diamondbacks. I was high on this team coming into the year. I'm still going to back them. This is an Arizona team that is 14 games over 500, first place in the division still by a solid 3 games over the Dodgers. The Dodgers. I know it's Reeves Nelson. I'm not worried. Nola hasn't been good. I think Nola is highly overvalued right now. He's got a 4.3 ERA. He just hasn't been the same guy that we have seen in years past. And I'm going to continue to back Arizona. And we're getting them at plus money here. And it's because of Aaron Nola. Sign me up for some Arizona action today. Give them plus money. They keep on getting disrespected, and I don't think they should be a dog today. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Good luck.
You want nothing to do with that one.
It's a tricky game for me.
All right, fair enough. Go back to the chat.
Yep. Yo.
Oh, somebody tells me he had the Sparks money line yesterday.
I was looking at the Sparks yesterday too, and I stayed off. I'm mad about that.
Joe, we both cashed it. You got your Sparks, I got my under, and we're good to go.
Yeah. Well, 1 loss. Yeah, it is what it is. We don't sweat 1 loss. Come on. Wanted to back my D-backs here, but Philly has been playing good as of late. They have stayed away.
But at the same time, the Arizona Diamondbacks have been dominant, so I'm not going to try to go away from it.
Yeah. Sparks put the smack down. Yeah, Joe, the WNBA guy. I will be getting into WNBA after the show here.
Hey, Joe's the WNBA guy. I'm a WNBA guy.
I think I'm
like 13 units this year.
Yeah, I'm 13-6-1, I think, in the WNBA so far this year. Yeah, the under was nice too. I was thinking over in that game. I didn't bet it. Dream money line, favorite play of the day. There you go. Under 9. The line for Seattle is now 18.5. I want absolutely nothing to do with that. I can tell already. Phillies money line. Good luck. Puts on Dream by the game. Let's ride. D-bags first 3. That's not a bad way to approach it. 1 play in the first 3. We're on the opposite side. Yeah, it is what it is. WNBA, Chinese basketball, Japan League, you name it. Oh yeah, dogs cover a lot in the WNBA. Not bad luck.
They have been this year so far.
Yeah, I dig it, Cameron. Phillies first 5. Diamondbacks are definitely a live dog. Maybe the over. Fair. -7.5 for the Connecticut Suns. Maybe that's telling us something.
They're not bad. Not even a message behind it, just a donut. Wow. Cameron. $50 donut. Do we have something for this? Do we have anything fun?
I got do I have that clip? No, I don't. Do I?
Which
no?
one?
Did I get rid of that clip?
Which clip?
I thought I had a clip that went, damn!
Can we do this one?
What? Yeah, right. There you go. Right. Yeah, I thought I had that clip that went, damn.
Should we give him a Zach Wilson?
How about?
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
And then the last one we'll do.
I like it, man. I actually know, I not even like it. I love it. My dick is hard right now. That's how excited I am about this.
We appreciate it, Cameron. We appreciate it. Had to break out some clips for it.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, there you go.
D-backs 6-4 the last 10. Phillies 8-2. Yeah, the Phillies have been playing better as of late. They really have, which is not great to see. But that's just me. Both playing better on the road. All right. Joe is actually the CBA guy. There you go. True. What's my reasoning behind saying way? Fair enough. Going to be more in the German basketball league next year. There you go. Nice donation. Yeah, we appreciate that, Cameron.
We do, yes.
Oh yeah, all the love for Cameron in the chat. Put up Joe. I know you'll cash a little. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just bought a new car. There you go. Brand new WRZ. Vroom vroom. Cargo vroom vroom. That's what I know about cars.
Cargo vroom vroom.
Detroit Tigers, Minnesota Twins. The Twins -205 favorites in this one here. Total 7.5 in this spot. Let's take a look at the let's get into this game here. As we have Matthew Boyd and Sonny Gray. Line opened up at -205. It's now down to a -191. A 14-cent line movement towards Detroit. Line opened up at an 8.5. Juice towards the under. It's now 7.5. -110 on both sides. So line has gone down almost a full run here. The juice making it not a complete full run, but still it's gone from an 8.5 to a 7.5 and a line movement towards the Tigers. Let's see if it reflects here in the money. And wow, 6% of the tickets are on Detroit, but 32% of the cash is on Detroit here. 48% of the tickets on the under, 88% of the cash is on the under. So the market moves telling me Detroit is very, very live in this game. Matthew Boyd, 5.13 ERA, 1.14 whip, 9.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 3.08 walks per nine, a 262 BABIP, a 4.45 FIP, and a 4.01 Sierra. On the flip side, Sonny Gray, 3.71 ERA, 1.54 whip, 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 3.38 walks per nine, a 341 BABIP, a 3.38 FIP, and a 4.87 Sierra. Sonny Gray has been regressing a little bit as of late. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Minnesota Twins, 3.87 FIP, 3.81 Sierra compared to 4.1 and 3.99 for the Tigers. Tigers 24th against lefties, though. They have struggled against left-handed pitching this year. 87 WRC plus, which is 24th in baseball. 106 for my bad, that's against righties. 106 against lefties for the Twins, which is 16th. The line movement's telling me the Tigers are very live in this game, in this spot, and I kind of I'm going to take a look here, see a little bit deeper into the Tigers here. If we think this could be an under game, which the line's gone down a full run, maybe that means low variance, and we look at the Tigers' first 5 plus a half. It's still plus money at plus 110 if we think this is a low variance type of game. But if we think that maybe this is the game where the Tigers can get a couple against Sonny Gray, maybe Sonny Gray is a little bit overpriced right now. I think that the Tigers as a big dog here are worth a look. And at plus 170, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on them here.
I love dogs. I'm sorry, Nick. This is not the spot for the Tigers.
Oh, the first 5 just went from plus 170 to plus 165. That just
before you place it, can I talk you off of it?
I already placed it.
Oh, the Tigers played a doubleheader yesterday.
Okay, that's why I'm only taking them first 5 here today. I'm relying on Matthew Boyd here.
Yeah, I would want to go after the Tigers, but once again, this is a AL Central matchup. I don't like going after AL Central games. It's just I'm not good at them, so I don't feel like I need to go after them. I'm not. This is just a straight up pass. I would look towards the Tigers, but the doubleheader yesterday is keeping me off. And we'll figure out. I'm currently going through. I probably should do the AL Central first. I'm currently going through. I've gotten 2 teams out of the 30 done. The Mets this year in their games 19, 18, and 2 up 3.75, 3.57, and then the Braves we were 19, 20, and 1 up 1.37 units.
We're up in Braves games.
We're up in Braves games. Well, keep in mind that's betting on the Braves against the Braves and totals.
Oh, I would like to know if we're more successful betting on them or against them.
Plus monies in there.
Yeah, I would like to know if we're more successful betting on or against a team like that.
Oh, I'm not calculating that. I'm just calculating how we are in their games and who we've bet the most. We've actually bet more Braves games than Mets games.
Well, I don't remember betting too many Mets games, to be completely honest.
Yeah, no. Anyways, Nick, do you want to go back to the chat?
Yeah. So far, I've added 2 plays to the show, and they're both first 5 plus 165. Let's see. Joel laughing. That's a beauty subby. Alt run line. Houston run line. There you go. Nice new care. There you go. Baltimore money line for Joel. I stayed off the game. I think Tim leans that way. Twins run full game. You can see the Twins winning the full game. Best play of the day. I've only bet 3 baseball games so far. I'm going to say Paul Blackburn day. Oakland A's first 5.
I don't know at the moment. I'm going to go through the rest of the games first.
Yeah. Tigers 1-9 in their last 10, and yet the line's moving towards them. That tells me that they are live in this one. Even though 6% of the tickets are on them, the line's moving towards them. That tells me that they are very live. I think I'm going to take the Twins, take them full game. I think the Tigers get the first 5. There you go. The AL Central matchups. AL Central matchups have actually, I think, been pretty easy this year. You just blindly bet unders, and you're hitting at like 60% this year.
That's not a bad option.
Yeah. Manual or automatic? Okay, we're talking cars now. Yeah. Dan, you got a Subaru in the new. Yeah. Twins run line based off of the Tigers' poor play the last 2 weeks. Nothing's changed to make me think it's going to be any different here. Fair enough. And maybe I'm just falling for the Tigers here, but it is what it is. I have the Tigers under win total, so I don't hate seeing them lose. I'm just having them in the first 5 here. I just want them early. It's the new SP. Okay. I don't know anything about cars, so I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about cars. Lenny's Tigers for a sneaky first 5 plus a half. I can definitely see that, and that's still plus money. It's still plus money for the first 5 plus a half. So I don't hate that move. Okay. All right. Gray's been good this year. His losses were against good teams. Yeah. Maybe the Nerfy. I don't hate that. I can't drive stick. Maybe they'll best effort first 5. Yeah. Twins run line, money line. It would be a run line. I'll post on Twitter. Joe will post on Twitter. Follow Joe on Twitter. Over 8 for Fernando there. Tigers won their first game against the Braves. Yeah. Their sole win over 2 weeks. Yeah. Tim, a good call on the White Sox money line last night. You're the only person I knew that was on them.
Yeah, I wish I convinced Nick to be on them, but
No, I lost money with the Dodger run line. The Orioles line keeps dropping. What gives? Tells me that the Blue Jays are to play.
Real quick, I got Phillies numbers for us. 19, 19, and 1 on the Phillies, up 2.02 units. Keep in mind, a lot of these are plus money, so a lot of these teams will be profitable. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, Dodgers, yeah. The Blue Jays winning. The way the line's moving, kind of agree with that, but we know as soon as I place a bet on either the Orioles or the Blue Jays, the other team is going to win. So I have no interest in backing either of those teams. Orioles pitching, loading the strike zone. Yeah. The Blue Jays are short. All right. That's my logic for the game. There you go. The line changing is the only change. Yeah. Cameron, that's funny logic. Yeah, I can see a Dodgers lost today. Yeah. Subaru. I got Nissan. I got a Ford Focus.
Honda.
You got a Honda. Twins play that hell nah clip. Fernando for having a Nissan. I had a Nissan before I got my new car. I used to have a Nissan Versa. It was a nice little blue car. It was fun. Chicago White Sox money line running again. Good luck. Alrighty, cool. Kills me every time. Brian Reynolds over 1.5 bases, 6-game hitting streak, nearly 10 at bats versus Stroman. He's batting .750. There you go. So you guys like Nolan on the Phils? No, I want nothing to do with that game. It's Diamondbacks or nothing. Markel, I bet my Nissan truck costs exactly the same as your Subaru. Good for you. I think I think you mean the Blue Jays come up short. Yeah, Toronto Sports. Type of car you got now, Nick? I got a Ford Focus. Cool story. Yeah, your Nissans are terrible. They always get in accidents. Mine never did. Moving on. Colorado Rockies are at the Atlanta Braves. The Braves slight minus 240 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement in this spot. Everything after that. The line opened up at minus 240 and it stayed there. It has not moved. We have the line opened up at a 9, minus 120 to the under. And now it's gone all the way up to 9.5, minus 109 to the over. So the line's moved a full half run. 75% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over. That's why. 18% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Colorado Rockies money line. Who wants to lay minus 240, though? All the money for the Braves is coming in on the run line. 62% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Braves run line. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here as it's A.J. Smith-Shawver taking on Kyle Freeland. 4.4 ERA, 1.43 whip for Freeland in the last 30 days, 5.58 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 2.35 walks per 9, a 308 BABIP, a 451 FIP, and a 5.07 ERA. Shawver pitched, I think, 1 game so far, 0 ERA, 0.78 whip. He was good in that game, 5.78 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 3.52 walks per 9, a 150 BABIP, a 3.14 FIP, and a 5.17 SIERA. Open advantage, pretty clear and obvious towards the Braves. Hitting advantage goes towards the Braves as well. 110 WRC plus versus lefties, which is 14th, compared to 104 versus righties for the Rockies, which is 12th. I really don't have a thought on this game. Braves, this line is way too wide. I think it's definitely Rockies or nothing if I had to go ahead and bet this game. And this is a pretty simple nothing for me. Another spot where I just don't have too much of an interest, but it would be Rockies or nothing here. Rockies first 5 if I had to bet the game. Maybe a 9 or maybe an over. Maybe an over in the game, but all the money's coming on the over. And the line's been respected. That money's been respected by the books with the line moving towards the over. But for me, this is a pretty simple stay off spot.
I want to ride the Rockies. It's the same thing as the Detroit game. The Braves are minus 245, and they just played a doubleheader yesterday. I think it's a bad spot for them.
Except for the Tigers are the big dog, and they played a doubleheader yesterday.
And Atlanta is minus 240, and they played a doubleheader yesterday.
Yeah, you were saying it's the same thing as last
And
game.
they traveled from Detroit back down to Atlanta. Colorado was in Boston, so not as bad of a trip. But I like the Rockies.
It kind of does tell me a little bit more towards the over. Maybe we think the bullpen shot, and they're going to ask Shawver to go a little bit further.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Colorado spot. I know the Colorado is 3-7 their last 10. This is just a bad situational spot for the Atlanta Braves, in my opinion. This is a Colorado spot for me. I like Kyle Freeland and AJ Smith Schauer. I don't know much about him. I'm not super high on him. I think this is a Colorado spot, Nick. You down for another big dog today?
Potentially. I think the way to look at this game, maybe, and they've done this in 3 of their last 4 games. They've done this a few times in losses here. They got swept by the Giants, but they did this every single time against the Giants, though, and it hit. Maybe this is a spot where we take the Colorado Rockies team total over 3.5 at minus 115. I think that's actually a really good look. Asking the Rockies just to score 4 runs in this spot, I think, is not bad. And I think I want the full game over as well. What about the over in this game? Because I think that
how about Colorado and the over?
All right, I'm down for that. Colorado I went from passing on the game to taking a double up spot here. Colorado Rockies team total over 3.5 minus 115. Full game over 9.5 at minus 109.
There you go. I'm going to go ahead and put those up. And you can go back to the chat for a minute.
Yeah. Those are the drivers. You're not a bad driver. That curb shouldn't be there. Keep that in mind. Cars don't run into other cars. All right. We're not doing that here. I don't have a Subaru. Yeah. All right. Rockies first 5. Yeah, I lean that way. I like those new kids. At Markel, that's solid. Nah, I just don't drive like a dumbass. There you go. Me neither. Rockies first 5, fade the Braves doubleheader. I could definitely see that. That's why I kind of like the team total over, because I can see them jumping on them early, and then the Braves coming back and scoring runs. I still think the offense will be fine for the Braves. That's one thing that does not worry me with the Braves, is they can hit. They have one of the best lineups in baseball. So yeah, Markel with, I don't know what that is. Let's ride the Rockies. Braves run line. Freeland hasn't been good this year, and the Braves bullpen outranks the Rockies last time I looked. It absolutely does. Absolutely does. That's why I would only look Rockies first 5, not full game, because I don't trust the Rockies bullpen to keep the full game intact. Kyle Freeland's going to get rocked. I'm fine with that because I have the over. Rockies first 5. Yeah. Braves, sure. Yeah. Rockies first 5 under. I like the over. Team total over. Yes. Team total over 3.5 for the Rockies. Yeah. Weathers is pitching for the Padres. My brain is recalling him being slightly weathered. And that will be, I believe, we got a couple of games before that one, which I got to switch because I originally had Darvish pitching.
I will say I found our first negative team.
Phillies.
Marlins.
Wow.
14, 22, and 1 down 7.2 units on the Miami Marlins this year.
All right, maybe we stop betting them.
I mean, I'm not saying we stop betting any of these teams. It's just I want to figure out what we've done against them. And I'm going to keep this updated.
Yeah. Braves going to put up 9 themselves. Just take the over. I like the over. I took the over 9.5. It's a 9.5 now. Both teams should be all right, too. Yeah, both team totals should be all right, yes. I'm going to take the over 9 in the Braves, even though I'm bad at totals. Fair. Braves played like 3 games of baseball in the last 24 hours. Can't back the Braves here. No. That's why I backed the team total over for the Rockies. Marlins have been bad lately. I cashed with the Marlins last night. We'll move on, though. Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago Cubs. Cubbies, minus 150 favorites with a total of 7 in this game, a low total, which tells me the wind's blowing in at Wrigley. We have Johan Oviedo and Marcus Stroman. Line opened up at minus 162 for the Cubbies. It's now down to a minus 141. So the line's continuing to plummet here. Line opened up at 6.5. in this game. That's extremely rare to see. It's now up to a 7. So the line's moved up almost a full half run too. It was minus 120 for the over 6.5 at open. It's now a 7 at minus 104. So juice towards the under now for the over rather than towards the under, or juice towards the under now for the over, but it's a half run higher. 43% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the Pirates. I really like that for when I'm looking to back a team with the ticket numbers like that. Usually in the 30s and then the 60s is usually the sweet spot. 44% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the over, which tells me that these teams can be vulnerable. That Marcus Stroman could be vulnerable, and I've been saying that for a while now, though. I have to switch because I originally had Rich Hill as the pitcher for the Pirates. It is Johan Oviedo. Huh?
You mean Dick Mountain.
Whatever. Yeah. It's Johan Oviedo. Let's see. Did I type it in right? Yep. 2.76 ERA, 1.13 whip. For Oviedo, the last 30 days, 8.28 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 4.3 walks per 9, a 2.18 BABIP, a 4.06 FIP, and a 4.78 SIERA. The flip side, Stroman's been good, 2.58 ERA, 1.02 whip, 6.81 strikeouts per 9, 19%, 3.29 walks per 9, a 2.19 BABIP, a 3.61 FIP, and a 4.808 SIERA. The pitching advantage goes towards Stroman over Oviedo. The market's really tricky because the market is screaming Pirates in this game. 4.12 bullpen FIP, 4.01 for the Pirates, 4.16, 3.94 for the Cubbies. It's about even. Hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Pirates in this spot. 1.09 WRC plus versus righties, which is 7th, compared to the Cubbies here, which is 94 against righties, which is actually, this was against lefties. I need their numbers against righties here because it was originally supposed to be Rich Hill for this matchup, and I have their numbers against lefties. Against righties, not as much. 28th for the Cubs at 73 WRC plus. They are not hitting righties this year, which makes me think the Pirates are the play here. And I would like to back the Pirates here in multiple ways because the line's telling me over as well, and it's screaming Pirates. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Pirates here. Question is, do I want them first 5 or full game? The bullpens are about even. I would give probably the slight edge towards the Cubbies. So I'm going to probably go here with the first 5 money line. My book is not loading right now. This is fun. There we go. Oh, no, there we go. I'm going to go with the Pirates in the first 5 innings at plus 143. We're getting a bigger price to do that. And wow, I'm absolutely taking that. Pirates team total over 2.5 at minus 145. 2.5. That's a hockey team total. That is not a baseball team total.
NL East is all done. Nationals were up 1.99 units. Anyways, sorry. I've got into that now. I'm doing a bunch of numbers and stuff. Yeah, I'll go with the Pirates with you. The Pirates team that's been solid. It's a Cubbies team that I'm not. I'm high on them, but they have not played well as of late. And you always know I love my plus monies. So, and especially on getaway days. So Sundays and Thursdays are getaway days. And this is a good spot for it. This total is 7 because the wind's probably blowing heavily in. Stroman's been solid. I think Oviedo has a good start, but I'm going to take Pittsburgh plus 135 with you and load that one up. I'll always go after a nice little doggy, and Pittsburgh's on that list.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, that line movement as well is screaming Pittsburgh. This chat's lively today.
Yes.
Let's see. Marlins had played a little bit off the beginning of the season. They've been playing good lately. Yeah. Cubs money line in the over. I like the over. I like the Pirates though. Marlins are 7-3 in the last 10 and 5-0 at home. Definitely not playing bad lately. No, they're not. Fernando, I can't figure the Cubs or the Pirates out. They both stink. Fair. Dick Mountain, no, it's Johan Oviedo. 8-2 ATS in those last 10 meetings. 10 Marlins played bad to start, but I'm riding them lately. Marlins, I think we're just a year off with them, Tim, because I was high on them last year. On the them Jolly Rogers have been too inconsistent. Stay in the way here. Fair. And I mean, they're the Pirates at the end of the day. I don't expect them to be overly convincing there. Oviedo is just so bad. Lost with him before Cubbies. Fair. Which dog has the best chance to go up 2 and cash the DK money line promo? You know what we're gonna say. It's the Oakland Athletics. Maybe the Pittsburgh Pirates are another option here, or the Colorado Rockies. Those are the 3 I'll give out. The Sox will be the last game they cover. There you go. With 2 bad teams, just take the dog. Yep. I mostly do Marlins Nerfies and keep moving on. Yeah, we will not be talking about the Marlins this slate because they're not playing. But we have the Angels and the Rangers next. Rangers minus 125 favorites. Total 8.5 in this game. We have Nathan Eovaldi and Shohei Ohtani pitching in this game. Line opened up at minus 125 for Texas. It's down to minus 118. A 7-cent line movement towards the Halos here. Total opened up at 8.5 at even money. Now it's an 8.5 at minus 105. So a 5-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here. As we have 51% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Rangers. The lines move towards the Angels though, which is kind of interesting there. A little bit of a reverse line movement. And 61% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the over. The lines move slightly towards the over. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Shohei Ohtani and Nathan Eovaldi, 4.2 ERA, 1.23 whip for Ohtani the last 30 days, 10.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 4.2 walks per 9, a 258 BABIP, but 507 FIP, and a 3.9 SIERA. On the flip side, Nathan Eovaldi, 2.16 ERA, 0.96 whip, 7.29 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 2.43 walks per 9, a 227 BABIP, a 272 FIP, and a 4.21 SIERA. Bullpens are pretty even, slightly towards the Rangers in this one. And the Rangers have the hitting advantage, 121 WRC plus versus righties, which is first. And the Angels are actually third the last 30 days against righties, 119 WRC plus. Both these teams absolutely smacking around righties, which should say over in this game. I'm open. I was hoping to see a little bit more movement towards the over with the amount of money coming in on it here. This game does have the feel that it'll go over for no reason because these are 2 really good pitchers. I really don't have an interest in this game, though. The Rangers are another one of those teams where I don't get them right. So this is a pass for me.
We'll figure out which teams we get right and which teams we get wrong, which I'll post all of that information because I'm done with the NL East. I'm working on the AL East now and working on the Rays, which we've already bet 50 times this year. Figure I'd throw that one out there.
We're probably massively profitable with them, too.
Yeah, we're 27, 22, and 1. I'm currently calculating the profits. I kind of lean Angels in this matchup. And no, it's not because of Ohtani. The Angels are 8-2 in their last 10. They look pretty solid right now. And I mean, Texas had a very, very solid start. They've kind of moved back down to their 5-5 their last 10. So they're kind of just working their way through now. They're 17 games above 500, so they can kind of coast from here and they'll be good. Angels have just been playing some really good baseball. If you're not taking Shohei Ohtani, Ribby props or anything like that, you probably should look towards that as well. I kind of like the Angels, and I kind of like the over in this game because at the same time, the Texas Rangers are the highest scoring team in baseball. I believe they're still averaging over 6.5 runs a game, which is incredible. Let me make sure of this before of course, my thing freaking freezes. There we go. 6.19 runs per game, which is number 1 in baseball. So, and they're 38, 25, and 4 to the over. I kind of like the Angels. I kind of like the over, Nick. I don't know if you're interested in either one of those.
I'm staying off the game. I think if I want to, I think there is something I want to move on. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or another day. I'm probably going to do this soon. Maybe I'll do this at the All-Star break. I want to take the Houston Astros to win this division. They're down 3.5 games and they're minus 110. I still think the Astros got off to a slow start, and they will be the better team down the stretch. And I do think we're going to see, and we're starting to see, some regression
before you deep dive into the Astros. Yes. Go through the chat, and we could talk about the Astros next game.
Okay. Yo, what's up? What up, y'all? Twins. I can't find a book that expects credit card. Huh?
That accepts credit card? I don't know.
I know books that do. The ones I use.
Bovada does, but I don't know. I think he's talking about prepaid because he's mentioned it before.
Okay. Rangers in the under. Mo Harris. I just kept looking up videos last night, and it just kept leaning me towards the Cubs. Yeah, Ohtani to record a hit. That is probably chalk to all hell. Angels first 5+1/2. Don't hate it. Rangers money line in the over. I would lean towards the Angels if I had to back a play in the game in the over. Bovada only accepts Bitcoin. That is not true.
That's not true.
Because I've used credit card on Bovada before. Ohtani. What?
English, please.
Has trouble hitting and pitching well. Rangers run line. I think he said show. I think he was trying to say Shohei Ohtani, and it was Shohei Omami. Okay, two great pitchers today. I think it was a typo there. Two great pitchers today. Yeah, they're good. I have picked the A's and the O's for this promo this week. Nice little early cash. LOL. If not, broke, don't fix it. It just comes with new matchup. Yeah, yesterday if you had the up 2 promo with the Athletics, you cashed because they were up 3-1. So they were up. Yeah. Nerfy in the Angels game. Yeah. Hit the like button. That does remind me.
Then you push this button, which will give you 5 minutes to get out of there. Now, whatever you do, don't push this button, because that will set off the bomb immediately and we'll all be dead.
There you go. There was a reminder. Carlos Garcia says hit the like button. So does Rocky.
Real quick, I have the Rays number for us this year. 27, 22, and 1, up 9.17 units. It's currently the best team through the first 6 teams by 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Figure I'd throw that one out there. Next one's the Blue Jays. I'm going to go over.
Oh boy, we're probably way red in the Blue Jays.
Probably.
It's Ohtani Day. Hooray! Angels first 5. Yeah. Good pitchers just seem to know how to hit against good. Seem to hit against good pitchers. Ohtani has at least 1 hit over the last 10 straight. Yeah, but it's probably also minus 300 for him to get a hit. Rangers team total over 4. See it. Braves have a batter on a hot streak too. I can't remember though. See, Nathan now is meant to be his name. Okay. CFL sucks. 1 game per day. I love 1 game per day with the CFL stretched out among 4 days. I love it because I can create content for all 4 games, and I can do 1 per day. I love it. It's at minus 120. There you go. The best of readers would have stumbled on that. Yeah. Just don't like Ohtani personally, so I like to butcher his name. Fair. That clip just moved up a rank in my cappers. LOL. Groot. I am Groot.
Hold on. If you like screw, 1 second.
When Tim's doing whatever he's doing, we're going to go over the Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals. The
Oh, he said
Astros.
he liked Groot, so I had to go grab my Groots.
Okay, there you go. There's your Groots. We have the Houston Astros $1.80 favorites, total of 8 in this game. I did do a free pick video on this last night, and the line moved against me. Says why I hate betting stuff the night before sometimes. It's because when you're trying to – I feel like my problem when I'm coming up with plays the night before and only following my X's and O's, I find the public plays before the public does. So maybe this is one of them. Who knows? Houston Astros $1.80 favorites, total 8 in this game. Line opened up this one between Javier and Gore at minus 230 for the Astros. It has plummeted down to 188. For the total, it opened up at 110. It did get up to minus 125 at one point, and now it's down to 106. So it's moved 4 cents towards the under. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here, as we have 63% of the tickets and 73% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved 4 cents towards the under. The original line move was towards the over. But we have 82% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the Astros, and the line is steadily moving towards the Nationals, which tells me they think Mackenzie Gore pitches well today. Gore, 5.14 ERA, 1.29 whip, 10.29 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%, 2.57 walks per 9, a 300 BABIP, a 5.09 FIP, and a 3.65 SIERA. His numbers are not very good. Christian Javier's basic numbers are good. His advanced numbers leave a little to be desired. 2.57 ERA, 1.14 whip, 6.43 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 2.89 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, but a 4.20 SIERA FIP, and a 5.44 SIERA. Bullpen advantage absolutely goes to the Houston Astros here in this one. 3.58 FIP, 3.48 SIERA compared to 5.01 and 4.53. Hitting advantage 100% goes towards the Astros here. 125 WRC plus versus left-handed pitching, which is 5th in baseball, compared to 98, which is 20th against righties for the Nationals. I played the over 8 at minus 115 in this game. It is now minus 106. The line's moved against me, but it is what it is. That's what I'm on for this one. If I had to back a side, it's obviously Nationals are nothing with the way the line's moving. But for me, I'm staying off of this one. For the side-wise, for the total-wise, I'm on the over already from last night.
I want to go after Mackenzie Gore. I really like Gore. And I always think there's value in this Nationals team. I don't know why. They're a scrappy team. I mean, we're profitable on them this year. But Mackenzie Gore, he's actually remember what we said about Mackenzie Gore, Nick? He's a lot stronger on the road than he is at home. 3.18 ERA on the road, 4.2 at home. I really like this. I really like this Nationals team right now, or Mackenzie Gore, I should say. It's a Nationals money line or nothing for me. As for a total, could I see this game being 4-4 at one point? Sure, but if I'm going after anything in this game, it's once again another doggone getaway day.
Yeah, it's a tricky spot. The line moves screaming Nationals, but maybe we can also take a look at that and say maybe this line's moved too much.
Good.
Or maybe, my bad, maybe not the line's moved too much, but we've missed our line.
That's a good point. Yeah,
that's what I meant to say. Not the line's moved too much. We've missed our line on this one.
Sounds good. Back to the chat.
All right. Tim brings out the dolls. Yeah, he's kind of weird.
No, they're Groots. Stop it.
Yeah. Vin Diesel was the most paid actor in that whole movie, just walked around saying, I am Groot in different voices. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a few of those too still in their packages. There you go. Nerd.
Real quick, Nick, I have the Toronto Blue Jays numbers. Do you want to know them?
Terrible.
16 and 29, down 15.6 units.
There it is. Terrible.
Yeah.
Nationals first 5. Yeah. There you go. Over 8, maybe. Rolling on the floor. There you go. Astros, Houston run line. Leading first 5 under 4. I'm on the over, so I hope not. Also got the notification that the Braves game has a 56% chance of getting rained out. Wonderful. Pass, never mind. Nats first 5 is my boy Mackey, and Javier is one of the pitchers I don't like. Fair enough. Yeah, I would definitely look towards the Nationals in this game if I had to get involved. Maybe this is just a Nationals team total over spot. But the only thing is that the market's not moved towards me on this one, so I don't really want to double up on an over in this spot. But you can you get 2.5? No, you can only get 3.5 here with the Nationals. If it was a 2.5, I would be interested. Javier has been crazy good so far in the last outing, but he let in 4. But that's fair. Usually only lets in 1, sometimes 2. Don't have enough faith in the Nats batters. Fair. Didn't Javier pitch yesterday? No, that was Valdez. Ouch. The only team from our fake country.
Well, Baltimore's record's no better on the site, 9-19. Nick also picks the worst spots to agree with me on them. So,
sure, totally. But we'll move on here. I had to switch the pitcher for this one because it is Ryan Weathers, not Yu Darvish in this spot. Let me quickly do that. So I have the right numbers here, and I'm also going to have to grab the Guardians numbers versus lefties here too, with it being Ryan Weathers being a lefty, not a righty with Yu Darvish. So totally flipped everything here. Cleveland, let me grab that. Wow, they're actually not bad against lefties. But let's get into this here. Did I already grab their? Oh, I already grabbed their numbers versus lefties. Okay, never mind. Let's get into it. The Padres are minus 120 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Line opened up at minus 168 for the Padres. It's down to 120, but there's been the pitching change. I'm assuming the pitching change came overnight because it went from minus 153 at 7:58, and then past midnight it was minus 136. So then we'll start with the 136 then, as where the line opened up with Weathers, and it's dropped 16 cents towards the Guardians. Line opened up at 8 at even money. It's 8.5 minus 115. So a full line move to our full half run line move towards the over. And the big bet's coming in on the over. And the big bet's coming in on the Guardians. 66% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the Guardians here in this spot. Lines move towards the Guardians. 43% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over. And the line's moved up to the 8.5 here, and I kind of agree with that overlook. Let's take a look at the pitchers here in this one. Ryan Weathers has been terrible. 7.08 ERA, 1.82 whip, 6.2 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 4.43 walks per 9, a 349 BABIP, a 657 FIP, and a 5.61 SIERA. On the flip side, Logan Allen, I don't expect him to continue pitching as well as he has. 3.23 ERA, 1.34 whip, 7.92 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 2.35 walks per 9, but a 330 BABIP, a 3.57 FIP, and a 4.10 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Guardians in this spot, 3.83 FIP and a 3.79 SIERA compared to 4.12 and 3.83. Both these teams are actually hitting pretty well. Padres 118 WRC plus versus lefties, as Logan Allen is a lefty, which is 8th in baseball, and the Guardians are 15th with 110 WRC plus. Both these teams are above average hitting teams against against left-handed pitching. These are 2 below average lefties. The line's moving up towards the over. The market's agreeing with it. I'm going to take the over 8.5 and minus 115 in this game with the Guardians and the Padres. I think we see some runs in the spot.
I believe the Padres are going for the sweep. Yes, Padres are going for the sweep. They've won 5 out of 6.
I don't like the market move, though. That's what's keeping me off them.
But wasn't there a pitching change?
Even after the pitching change, the lines moved swiftly towards them as well.
This is San Diego spot for me again. I don't really foresee the Guardians being able to slow them down. And this is a team that's hot right now. I like going after teams that are hot, and the Padres are playing good baseball, which is weird to say because they haven't played good baseball all year. And I don't trust Cleveland. I don't trust Cleveland. I'm curious to see how many times we bet Cleveland or on Cleveland games. It's not going to be a lot, I guarantee it. Even though we've bet their games 2 days in a row. But this is a game. It's San Diego or nothing. I guess I could lean towards the over with you, except for, I can't. It's hard to back overs in both Cleveland and San Diego games because San Diego has been one of the biggest under teams and Cleveland's not far behind them. So it's hard for me to go after an over in this game, Nick. So I guess we'll end up staying off of it. I lean towards the Padres.
I think the Guardians are worth a look here on the side, and I've been somebody I've been advocating that the Padres are going to turn it around, which I still think they are. It's just I don't like Ryan Weathers.
That's fine. I don't like the offense on Cleveland.
Yeah. Let's see. Tim, would you take the unders 160.5 Fever and Sky?
Sure. I like the Fever. That's what I'm going after.
Yeah. Markel, you'll see soon why I say the Sox will be the team to go up 2 runs as the underdog. Yeah. Cease has been pitching well, and Michael Grove has only recorded 2 losses with an ERA of 8.25. Sox first 5 should be a solid bet today. We'll get into that next. Guardians money line. I lean that way. Javier, haven't wrote him off yet. Yep. I've always stuck away from Padres games, but I was leaning Padres and over here. I like the over in the spot. I'm not trying to get involved with it.
It can very well go over. I'm not saying that it can't. I just have a hard time backing a over in a Padres game. Yeah, they're 22 and 44 to the under.
Yep. We'll move on to our last game here, Tim. Yes. The White Sox and the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 135 favorites. Total of 9 in this spot. Dodgers cost me last night. But we have Michael Grove and Dylan Cease. Maybe, yeah, okay. Line opened up at 155. It's now 138. A 17-cent line movement towards the Chicago White Sox. Line opened up at minus 105 to the over. It's now even money, so a 5-cent line movement towards the under, which tells us maybe Michael Grove pitches well. 61% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved slightly towards the under. Maybe Michael Grove does pitch well. And 41% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the White Sox, and the line's moving towards the White Sox pretty swiftly. Dylan Cease, 2.94 ERA, a 1.13 whip, 8.55 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 3.74 walks per 9, a 235 BABIP, a 4.16 FIP, and a 4.43 Sierra. On the flip side, we have the Dodgers with Grove, 8 ERA, 1.33 whip. He hasn't pitched too much, though. 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%. Only 1 walk per 9 at 333 BABIP, a 4.49 FIP, but a 3.76 Sierra. I do expect better out of Michael Grove. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers here, and the hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers here. My X's and O's say the Dodgers should smash this spot. That's what my X's and O's are saying. My X's and O's are saying Michael Grove steps up, pitches well today. Dylan Cease pitches okay as well, but the Dodgers get to him a little bit, or they get to that White Sox bullpen, and they win the game full game. The market's telling me the White Sox are the play. I'm staying completely off this game, and this is an absolute pass for me because my X's and O's and my market moves are disagreeing, so this is an easy stay off for me. Not a huge slate for me today.
I've been wanting to back the White Sox the entire series because I'm a believer that the White Sox can turn it around. This would be a White Sox spot for me as well. I don't like Grove, and this is a Dodgers team that's been favored a bunch, and they're 3-7 their last 10. Just not a team I want to go back right now. This White Sox team starting to play a little bit better. They're starting to move in the right direction. So for me, this would be a White Sox spot for me. I'm not as big of a fan of Dylan Cease because he's been the one that's been a little bit rough.
And he's probably the most overvalued pitcher on this staff.
Yeah, he's a little bit probably overvalued, but I'll look towards Chicago if anything in this game.
Yeah, this was a pretty simple pass for me to end the slate here in this one.
Yep. Go back to the chat. And I'm going to quickly finish up numbers on the Yankees.
Okay. I'm going to go lay 4 units, 200 on the Sox. First 5 -1. Whoa. Good luck. I'm fading the Dodgers after they robbed me last night. Yeah, because everybody's going to remember what happened last. Sox 6-4, the last 10. Dodgers 3-7. Okay. Huge pitching advantage in my books. Yes. Guardians first 5 +0.5. I can see that. He isn't great, but comparing to Grove, he's been good. Yeah. But that is everything for today's slate. Not a huge card for me. But yeah, maybe Cease first 5 under. Maybe that could be a decent look as well, because I think Michael Grove may pitch well as well. But that is everything for today's slate, Tim.
I should
recap and housekeeping.
Real quick. Orioles 9-19, down 9.6. Yankees 21-31-3, down 8.47.
So the AL East sucks.
AL East, besides the Rays, have sucked, and I have to do the Red Sox still. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, USB Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It's all linked down below. Check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. Went over 3 baseball games, 2 WNBA. Go ahead, leave a like on there. Show the boss man I'm doing a good job. SeatGeek promo, ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. For today, I like Baltimore. I'd have to be run-lining it. We're riding the wave at least one more time. I like the D-backs. I like the Rockies in the over. Pirates. I like the Angels. I like the Nationals. I like the Padres. I like the White Sox. A lot of those are just leans, but that's kind of where I'm looking at for today.
Yeah, I'm on the Oakland A's first 5 plus 165. Tigers first 5 plus 165. Rockies team total over 3.5 at -115. Full game over 9.5 -109. Pirates first 5 money line plus 143. Team total over 2.5 at -145. Got a 2.5. Absolutely love that. Houston, Washington over 8 -115, and San Diego, Cleveland over 8.5 -115. Only 8 plays today. I'm also on the Calgary Stampeders. I got him at 5. If you can get anything less than a touchdown, I will advocate for the Stampeders as well. And I'm starting to cap the WNBA now.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it for today's show. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. or 10:30, I should say, for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. See you guys.